Shit. What up there, my communities? This is your boy Chday, whatever you want to call me. And today, I'm here to talk about my last YouTube video. Now, I'm sure you're like, what? The last video? Bruh, we've been going for like months with this. Now, yeah, I have been gone for a while, and I do apologize for that. And now I'm gone for at least a good while. And I'm not gonna just say this is the permanent last video, but there's a good chance it could be. So, regardless, I want to just screw it. Who cares? Now, let's get into the reasons. What I'm here to talk about today is why this is gonna be my last video, and where things are going from here, looking on to the future. Now, as you all remember, I've been talking about joining the military, and I finally did it. Last week, joined up, and I'll be shipping out next week, Tuesday. Yeah, this coming up week, yep. So I'll be going off to boot camp, Fort Benning, Georgia. It should be amazing. Yeah, not really. But regardless, what I wanted to talk about in this last video is a lot of things, really. It's kind of like a pile up of everything my channel has been about, and just a lot of things. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Now the first thing is, I just want to say thank you to my sub base, all 90 of you, which is crazy because I haven't been uploading videos. This YouTube thing, I came into it, I didn't think I was going to get any subs or any attention at all, and I got 90 subs. That's insane. And it's not insane because it's like, it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't think anybody was going to attach to me and my personality, and it just so happened that it worked out that way, and it's amazing to me. So I really want to thank you guys. You guys have given me a platform to speak to people and to voice my opinions on life and things like that. And I've helped a lot of people. And through this channel, I've learned a lot of things about myself that I didn't know before. Like I've learned a lot of things, and it's actually really interesting how much YouTube has helped me through those things. I've met one of my best friends through this platform. I've gained so much from YouTube, not just from uploading videos, but from watching them, and it's been a great ride. And I really want to thank you all of you, from the oldest to the newest. Thank you for your support over this past year, I think it's been now. But regardless of that, now let's move on to the next part of this, which is the military and me joining. Now, and my overall goal in life. Now, I remember I posted up that video 2015, the year moving forward, if you remember. I'm sure you do. And I said, this is the year where we got to start moving forward. This is the year where we don't give any excuses and we move forward. And for the longest time, I have been giving advice to people about, not stopping, moving forward, following your dreams no matter what. And I've never done it myself. I've been too scared to give it a try because I didn't know what would lie behind the door. And I remember a friend of mine once said to me, when I was giving someone advice, they said, if you can tell all these people this, why can't you tell yourself that? Why can't you go after these dreams that you want to? There's nothing stopping you. You could do it if you wanted to. And so now here I am with the military and all that. Now here's the thing, right? I'm not an idiot. I'm not the smartest guy ever, but I'm no idiot. And you know what it is? I recognize that not everything in the military is good. I never recognize there are a lot of negatives. There's a lot of bad things that happen there and all that. And I'm not going to sit up here and say that I'm going to go to boot camp and I'm going to fall in love with the military and this is going to feel like the right thing to do instantaneously or anything like that. I don't know. I can go to boot camp and get yelled at there and be like, fuck this shit, and quit and come back to this YouTube thing and go the other way. But, here's the thing with this whole life thing. It's like, why shouldn't I at least try it? Just see. This is something I've always wanted to do. There's a dream that I'm chasing. And I feel like this is a big part of that dream. So if I don't at least try to see what's on the other side, then everything I would have said on this channel means absolutely nothing. Everything that I've done for other people, everything that I've said and given advice to people means nothing if I don't apply it for myself. And you know what? I don't know. There's all I could go do this and die. I could become crippled. I could become bitter. I could become mentally unstable. because I'm going infantry. So I'm not just going for no fun time, sun time fun. This is serious business. People are dying. And it's very likely that I could, maybe I could die, maybe I could do maybe this, but it's all maybes. It's all theoretical. Nothing is concrete. Not even the reason that I want to go is 100% concrete. Because like I said, I could go and hate it. But at the end of the day, you have to try and go for your dreams. Now, I remember back when I was writing my mangas, because I still, and sometimes I do for fun, but I don't really do it seriously anymore. But I used to want to write and draw manga and anime, right? And I remember I was doing it because I didn't want to join the military, because I knew my family had certain feelings about it, and I knew it wouldn't be accepted and all that. And I was like, I'm gonna just do this because this is what will make them happy, and this is what I'll get money, and I always liked manga, so why not? And I remember as I'm drawing, and I always liked writing too, so I was like, I guess it won't be so bad. And I remember writing and drawing and all that, and I just remember I stopped. Like, I legitimately just stopped doing all of it for a while, and I never could figure out exactly why. Like, I remember I was like, man, I'm gonna try and write today, but there was no fire for it anymore. Like, I remember I felt no passion. I just didn't feel like I wanted to do it. And I remember someone told me, oh man, your stories are so great, you could end up at Comic-Con one day and people coming up to you and be like, oh, your story is amazing. And I remember my immediate reaction to that was, yeah, I guess. That was my reaction to doing something at Comic-Con. That is the height of like, you can't get no higher than that for writers. You can't get no higher than people come, fantasy writers. For people to come up to you and be like, your work is so amazing. You don't get better than that. And my reaction to that is, And then in the process of me doing that, I've been asked to really think about, using my talent for writing and, other things, and staying home instead of joining the military and doing all this, and making a difference here. And, I feel like, I legitimately thought about it all. Before I even made this choice, I thought about it all. I thought about me becoming a writer, me drawing, me becoming a cop, and all these other things. And I just sat back one day and I just looked at the future ahead of me if I chose that way. And you know what I saw if I didn't join? I saw me getting some job somewhere, probably at Sears, going to school for a little while, for writing most likely, then getting into writing, maybe probably becoming a cop while I'm doing all that, and writing some stories that people will love, and then I get money. I'm getting a lot of money from it, and people like my stories. And when I thought about all that, I even thought about who I would end up being with, like, I'd probably be having some, a girlfriend or a wife. And when I think about all those things down that road, it means absolutely nothing to me. Now, what I mean by absolutely, I feel, let me rephrase that. I feel absolutely nothing. It makes me feel absolutely nothing. You know what I feel? I feel regret, and I feel like I'm just there. I feel like I'm just doing it because it's what makes everyone else happy. That's legitimately how I feel. I feel like I'm not having fun with it. I'm not enjoying it. I'm just doing it because you can get money out of it. That's literally it. And I know I'm not saying that money isn't important. I'm not saying that money doesn't have a place in things that you do. It should, because you gotta have money to live. But like, that's just, it's not me. Now, like I keep saying, I could go and join the military right now and hate it. And then maybe go and join there, I'll be like, oh, well, maybe the writing isn't so bad. And I can end up coming back to it. That's a very real possibility. But right now, as of this moment, if I walk that road, I'm gonna be miserable. I can guarantee that. There's no maybes to that. I'm gonna work a job that I don't like, do things that I don't really care for, because it's what everybody else wants. And I remember hearing this one quote, and and basically the quote goes something like this: is where it's like, if you aren't happy with your life, how can you make others happy? Because if I'm miserable doing something, let's say I go down this road and I'm writing and all that, and I'm miserable, I'm not really enjoying life, and I'm just there. What good am I to anybody? What am I doing? My life is stagnant. It's just stalemated. It's stuck. I mean, that might make others happy because I'm here and I'm doing the things that they feel are best in life, but I'm just stuck. I'm just there. And when those people move on and do their own thing, I'm still going to be stuck in there doing the things that I hate doing. Now, when I think about this military path, whether I choose to continue down it or not, you know what I see? Let's say that I choose to walk down it. You know, this is something I've always wanted to be. I've always wanted to be a hero. And I used to be scared to say it because most people would think it was stupid, but you know what? It's my dream. My dream is to become a hero and to change this world, no matter how small. But to leave my dent, my marking on this world. That is my dream. And I'm not gonna be scared to say it anymore. When someone asks me what I want out of life, I'm gonna say become a hero. And I've always wanted to go down this military road. Not just because I've always wanted to be, walk the military, live the military life, which is something I've always wanted to do, but because I genuinely feel that if I go down this road, whether I become a hero in the military or not, this is an important stepping stone in me becoming that person that I want to be. So let's say when I think about walking down the military line, doing all this, I see a better me. When I better me, I see a complete version where I'm doing the things that I was set out to do because I chose to do them. Because I chose to walk the road that I walked. And yeah, I also see a lot of pain down that road too. I see a lot of death. I see a lot of sadness. Because that's the realities of war. Death and sadness. And yeah, there's a very good possibility that I will not come back and I will die. But which is better? To die chasing dreams, living every day, like waking up every morning with a purpose, like, you know what, today I'm gonna go for this dream, or to live just to live. I choose the latter. I choose this one. Because I just living, it means I don't see the point. I don't see the allure in just living and just doing things because you're here. I have to chase this, and I don't know where it's gonna take me. I don't know. Like I keep saying, I do not know for 100% certainty if I'm going to enjoy the military, but I do know this, and mark my words in this video, is that I will become a hero. And I will leave my mark on this world. One way or the other. I guarantee you that. Guaranteed. And I'm not saying it to be cocky. I'm not saying it because I'm overconfident. But it's genuinely because I believe it. And that's the biggest part about having a dream and going for it, is that you have to believe. No one can believe in your dream before you can. If you don't believe in your dream, no one else will believe in it. So I wholeheartedly believe that because it's something I want. I want to see the world become better. I want to see people happy. So the things that the way that it's just gonna happen. Someone told me, I told someone this, and they said because of the person that I am, whether I want to or not, I will become that person. And I want to become that person my own way. I don't want to become that person through writing. I don't want to become that person through staying at home and waiting a year or two to become a cop. That's not how I want this story to go down. That's not how my story is to be written. I have to try new things. I have to pick up and fall. Because even if I like the military, I'm gonna make bad choices. And it is a part of being young too. I'm like, what, 19? Dropping the water in my the freaking other people. And it's not about you know, my age per se. Everybody makes bad choices, but it's learning from those choices. It's becoming better through each step along the way. And that's the fun of life for me, is to try new things, is to keep moving, is to keep trying. No matter how many times I fall. Try things my way and keep moving forward. Because at the end of the day, all that I have are my instincts, are what I believe is right. Even if I believe in what someone else believes to be right, that's still on me. It's still on me to believe in that person's, you know, rightness. So at the end of the day, all you have is your instincts and your beliefs. What I'm trying to get across to you is that if you have a dream, no matter how crazy it sounds, you have to go for it. Because if you do not, you will look at the other. I want you to look at the other way. The way that doesn't follow your dream. And tell me what you see. I bet you don't see a happy person. I bet you don't see a complete person. I bet you don't see a person with no regrets. Because even if, let's say I go down the military road and I get blown up by IED, or ISIS sits there and cuts my throat or whatever. Let's say that's what happens. I can die and say, you know what? I at least tried to do things my way. But it didn't work out that way, and I'm dead now. And if that does happen, let's say God came to me and was like, hey son, bring you back to life. I want you to start your life all over again. I would still do it the exact same way that I'm doing it now. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if I do it any other way, whether I live or not, I'm not going to enjoy life. I'm not going to be happy with that life. And I'm not saying that it's just my or your happiness is all that matters. Other people's happiness does matter. But at the end of the day, you are of no use to anyone else. You cannot bring anyone else happiness if you don't have happiness yourself. It's like that. It's like people say, oh, how can you love me if you don't love yourself? Because no matter how happy you make someone else, you're going to always be down. If you make someone else happy, when you're down, you're going to bring them down. Because that's how it works. I remember talking to this one guy, and his girlfriend was bringing him down. He was like, I love her, and she makes me happy, but she just depresses me so much. And he's going to leave her because of that. Do you get what I'm saying? You have to be happy. You have to constantly be chasing the next best thing. Because the alternative is far worse. Die who you are. Die chasing the things that you want. So then that way, when it's your time, you can be like, fuck it, I'm out. We rolling. There's no better way to live life than that. Now, I'm not saying if you have kids, abandon your kids and not look after your kids and you do all that. But even if you have kids, there's always a way to go for the things that you want. It might be harder. It's going to be harder for sure, because you got to be there for your babies. And, you might even have to put your dreams on the back burner just for them. But that doesn't mean you have to get rid of your dreams completely. That doesn't mean you have to stop. Even if it takes you years to get to them, you will achieve them if you don't give up on them. I'm not giving up. If I go to boot camp and quit, I'm going to find another way. I will be a hero worth the history books. And I will change this world. I will do it. What will you do? Will you go be that doctor that you always wanted to be, or you go get that job that's the most sound, the smarter way to do it? Will you go try and be that musician you always wanted to be, or you become the doctor that your parents or someone else is pushing you to try and be? What will you do? Because at the end of the day, life is all about your choices. And when your choices hit you. And this is something, and I'm not saying that down the other world there is sunshine and rainbows completely. You're going to fall, it's going to hurt, there are going to be bad things that happen to you. But at the end of the day, What will you feel if you walk that road? Will you feel complete? Will you feel happy that every day you're waking up doing the things that you love? Is that how you would like to live your life? Or would you like to live your life living it for what others think is best for your life and what others feel is the right way to live? Would you much rather pick up and fall and continue to progress and become better? Or walk some line given to you? I choose to pick up and fall. Even if it looks stupid. Even if it is stupid. Because it very well could be. I'm not against thinking that. It probably is. But it's gotta be what it's gotta be, man. So, my parting words to you, my subscribers. To everyone who's ever believed in the words that I've said and that I've helped. These are my final words in this video to you all. If you have a dream, no matter how crazy it seems, no matter how impossible, I want you to get up and chase it. No matter what. And if you fall, pick up and keep chasing. Because the alternative is no better. To say, man, it's been golden dealing with you guys, and I hope that this last video that I posted up helps someone out there follow their dreams. But I guess I gotta follow. It's time for me to follow my own. See where my life takes me. See where the horizon goes. It's been a good ride with you. So this is your boy chdeaaanime signing out for the last time. Please be sure to live a good life and follow your dreams. See, so we gotta do that. I got rid of the rate, comment, and subscribe thing. Yeah, whatever. So, you guys live well. It has been golden. Peace out. Anime, manga, gaming, YouTube, fucking all my communities.